We've all had to deal with a running toilet, the noise, the water waste. But how's a toilet supposed to actually work? Well, basically there's a tank, a bowl, and a drain. And the bowl and the drain are sort of one and the same. So when all that water comes rushing out of the tank, it flushes everything out of the bowl and then refills the tank. Now the actual components of a toilet are fairly simple. You got a tank with a water supply that's attached to a pipe that then has a float. These modern floats are attached right to the pipe, but we all remember the big ball that goes up and down on the end of the arm. But as the float goes down, it turns on the water, and when it gets to the top, it turns the water back off again. We lower the water by flipping the handle, which is attached to a bar, which is attached to a chain, which is attached to the thing we call the flapper. The flapper is the thing that keeps the water in the tank until you lift it, and the water drains out. And of course, it fills back up again because the flapper falls back into place. And then we have another pipe, which has a hose that comes in from that water supply. And what that does is it makes sure that even though the flapper closes, so we have that pool of water in the bowl. The reason things run is because the flapper usually gets degraded. Now, if you use those little Clorox, those little chlorine tablets in there, that will mess those up and they will warp, and then the flapper needs to be replaced. But there's also that gasket that needs to be replaced sometimes. That's because that plastic thing goes into the ceramic box that is the tank, and that needs to be replaced from time to time. And don't forget, there is another gasket underneath that. Now that isn't going to contribute to the running of your toilet, but what it will do is, if it degrades, you get water leaking out of the tank and onto the floor, and nobody wants that. Thanks for watching, and I hope everything comes out okay.